The supermarket. Anita W., single mother of 4, needed a few things at the supermarket. This morning, an unseasonably chilly day in the middle of April, a Wednesday, almost like any other, in fact, no different from any other, after ushering the children to school, left alone, within the confines of her one-bedroom apartment, Anita W. sat at the kitchen table and began to compose a shopping list. Milk, eggs, cheese, baby formula. Anita W., in silence, staring at the piece of paper, chewing on the pencil eraser, noticed to herself how foreign the words looked on the page, how distant they seemed. It took Anita W. a few moments to place the image of what she knew a dozen eggs to look like with the word eggs that she had written down. After she had lost a few moments in thought, Anita W. remembered the pencil she had in her mouth. She worried that it was overdue. Anita W., before collecting her keys and her coat and exiting the apartment to walk to the supermarket, found the box that the writing utensil had come in, replaced the rented pencil back into its original packaging, and carried it with her to the supermarket to return it. The line for entry into the supermarket extended 2 city blocks when Anita W. came in at around 10 a.m. The store stood on the distant horizon from her perspective, built at the top of a hill. She joined the line at the end, soon aware of her good fortune and good timing, because 10 minutes after her arrival, Anita W. waited in the middle of the line, just as many people behind her as in front of her, all patiently eager to get in and purchase their household necessities. At around 2 p.m., as Anita W. now stood in the parking lot of the supermarket, shuffling forward a few steps in the line every few minutes, an elderly man, about 20 bodies closer to the automatic doors than her, swayed on his feet, gasping for breath, reaching for something in the thin air that was not there. He passed out from exhaustion on the concrete sidewalk, died of exposure as his body lay on the cold ground, surrounded by onlookers. Right before sunset, Anita W. reached the front of the line to the supermarket. A table had been set up, with a uniformed man seated opposite her. A stack of papers to his left, another stack to his right, and a coffee can full of new, sharpened pencils right in front of him. He gestured to Anita W. to take one of the contracts from off the top of the stack to his left, and, with a wave of his hand, induced her to sign before entering the store. Anita W., before putting her signature at the bottom of the page, scanned the legalese on the sheet, noticed nothing out of the ordinary, signed, turned the paper over to the blank side, and laid it down atop the stack of fulfilled contracts to the uniformed man's right. Anita W., at long last, entered the supermarket at around 6 p.m. on that cold April evening. Milk, eggs, cheese, baby formula. The dozens of aisles in the well-lit, expansive supermarket. Each row of categorized sustenance, stocked to the ceiling with assorted foodstuffs, glowed magnificently. The supermarket respective inventory marked authoritatively with signage hung from above had everything anyone could ever dream of consuming. From colorful, vibrant produce to freshly baked bread. From thinly sliced cold cuts to organic pastas. The supermarket even offered assorted international and luxury goods, wares, and delicacies. The temperature in the store was 72 degrees. The air vents in the store emitted a light perfume. Soft classical music played over the speaker system. Anita W., holding her shopping list in her hand, immediately after entering the building, proceeded to the cashier. The attractive young teenage girl behind the register handed Anita W. an invoice with a smile. Our mother of four reached into her handbag to retrieve her pocketbook. Anita W. opened her billfold and gave the cashier every last cent she had to her name. A few moments after Anita W. had paid for her groceries, a strapping young teenage boy, also an employee of the supermarket, approached her with a basket, delivering to her the purchase in a beautiful orange plastic shopping bag, tied together with a red ribbon, and emitting the vague fragrance Anita W. recognized from the supermarket central air. Chopin played at low volume. Excitedly, Anita W. untied the ribbon and opened the parcel, peeking inside the plastic supermarket shopping bag. It was at this moment when her idyllic dream ended. A box of dry dog food, a bottle of windshield wiper fluid, a can of green beans, and a package of generic dish sponges. Anita W. approached the supermarket manager, distraught. "Valued customer, how may I serve you?" Anita W. could not form words from underneath her tears. She held the supermarket parcel in one hand and clung to her shopping list in the other. Anita W. lacked the strength to look the supermarket manager in the eyes. Head hung in despair, shoulders shuddering. "I think I understand," said the supermarket manager, "and I appreciate you relating to me your positive experience shopping with us. We strive to satisfy the needs of all of our customers. We want you to feel like our supermarket is your second home, your home away from home. Judging from your tears of joy, I think we have accomplished our task. I speak from the bottom of my heart when I say thank you for being part of our family." Anita W. clutched the shopping list and the groceries, trembling. "It makes this job worth it," the supermarket manager continued, "to see the appreciation on the faces of every man, woman, and child we serve in the community. I get up every morning looking forward to coming to this supermarket to work because my job has meaning, because I know that I'm doing my small part of good in the world. To see our customers' faces light up like yours reassures me that my job impacts people's lives for the better. It gives me purpose. In fact, your happiness compels me to do what I do. I wouldn't do it if I wasn't making a positive difference for you. Anita W. looked up into the face of the supermarket manager for the first time at that point, saw the genuine pride in his expression, felt at once humiliated, and managed to speak a few words before hitting the floor in front of him, unconscious. Milk, eggs, cheese, baby formula. Anita W. left behind her 4 children. Who were immediately split up and put into foster care. As a sign of good faith, the supermarket paid for her funeral expenses and had Anita W. buried in the vacant lot behind the store. The supermarket manager had only kind things to say about her in his eulogy.